Today we are joined by Roni Mesika, who is a finalist in the Public Service and Community Awards. So Roni, you are working in Israel. Tell us a little bit, I have your application. Tell us a bit about the work that you have been doing in southern Israel, especially with all the people that you are working with.
I was born in Moshev Gilat, a small village about 25 kilometers from the Gaza Strip. I'm 59 years old and I'm the father of 4 children. Today, in Israel and among Jews around the world, the 8th candle of Hanukkah is celebrated. Hanukkah is the holiday of heroism, miracle and light, a holiday celebrating the victory of the spirit over the body, the miracle of the jug of oil that illuminated for 8 days, the power of the few. It's a holiday that seeks to illuminate for us a small light that has been celebrated for many, many generations. In my opinion, NLP is such a light that illuminates the lives of many others here in Israel. It strengthens the weak and illuminates for them the way to break through their boundaries. And it's actually my destiny. I'm just a little light that illuminates for people here, from the southern periphery, the way to change, to succeed, to break through the boundaries they have set for themselves. I came to NLP at a point in my life when I experienced a strong need for change. I had poor health and frustration, and so, at a crossroads 4 years ago, I met Mickey Burkle and NLP for a change. Today I am healthy and happy. I understand now that everything is in our head. Being a native of the southern periphery of Israel, which integrates a wide variety of population, a large part of them are Bedouin, an even larger part are Orthodox Jews, scattered in many small towns and villages, and need change and enlightenment in their lives. At the same time as I studied NLP with Mickey Burkle and the NLP for a Change College with the approval of Richard Bandler, I established a multidisciplinary NLP centre in Beersheba and the southern region in general. 4 years earlier, 1 million inhabitants of the southern part of Israel was not exposed to NLP at all. Today, after many efforts and many people from here, from all sections and sectors of the population, I've been able to create awareness of NLP among our people in the southern part of our country. We have a strong and growing community of people who have learned NLP, and I continue to raise awareness for change with it. Hundreds of people from the southern periphery have already experienced the significant changes that have improved their lives. Our multidisciplinary NLP Centre for Change that I have established makes a great effort to constantly create and more awareness of NLP. Our graduates, NLP practitioners and masters help other people who experience difficulties in many different areas such as parenting, children and youth, marital problems, weight problems, phobias, anxieties, addictions, depression, self-hatred, trauma, post-trauma and more. NLP College for a Change in Beersheba has training programs at various levels, and our students receive the certifications approved by Richard Bandler. We also have a number of specializations such as IEMT, Social Panorama with Lomi Raz, and specialization in children and youth with Irit Moshe Zagron and more.
Okay. Thank you. Yes. I'm going to read a bit of your application so that the people watching, it says, the NLP community for a change in Beersheba and the South that Roni Mesika leads today includes hundreds of instructors, therapists from NLP and master craftsmen from NLP experts, thousands of guided fans, trained practitioners, and the method has become known among the residents of southern Israel thanks to Roni Mesika's work. And one of the other things that is written that is very powerful, NLP College for a Change is a real line for hundreds of thousands of residents of southern Israel, men, women and children living in the South and exposed to a complex situation. I think that summarizes the challenges that you are facing and the impact you have in your community. Would that be right?
Yes, it's
Okay.
right.
Yes,
Okay.
it's right.
Okay, thank you.
No, thank you. So, with our combined translation, my very poor foreign language skills, what does it mean to you to be nominated for this award?
Hello there.
Hi.
מה אתה רוצה
אני רוצה להגיד שבעצם אני מייצג את השינוי שחל בישראל, שמקדמת את ה-NLP ברמה מאוד מאוד גבוהה. ובעצם ה-NLP הפך להיות משהו מאוד 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 מבוקש, מאוד נדרש, מאוד אנשים כבר מתחילים להאמין, ואנשים סוחפים את ה-NLP. והזכייה שלי ב-NLP, בדבר הזה, היא לא עבורי, היא עבור הישראלים שבעצם יתפתחו ויאמינו יותר ב-NLP, ויחדו שינויים.
תפגיש עם בדרום, כי זה היה...
What Roni is trying to say is that he feels that he's the light for the people here in the South, mostly in the South, but exactly all over the country. He feels that this kind of thing that calls NLP is very has increasing here in Israel. Many people over the years are getting to know what is NLP, and he's very happy as long as it's happening, because he feels that he's nominating, but he's Roni, and he's nominated for all of the people that believe in NLP, and that NLP has helped them to get through crisis and many other things and challenges, of course.
Yeah.
He feels that he may be Roni nominated, but for all of the people that believe in NLP, that NLP has helped them.
כל הדרום.
כל הארץ.
For Israel and mostly in the South. The South is very important for Roni.
Yeah, definitely.
הדרום מאוד.
Who has inspired you on your NLP journey, Roni?
One more time, what is that question?
Who has inspired you on your journey?
מי נתן לך השראה למסע שלך ב-NLP?
מיקי ברקל. מיקי ברקל,
מי הוא?
הוא... תביא לי את הדפים. מיקי ברקל, מאסטר טריינר, איפה כתבנו את זה? שנייה. And NLP for a change in Israel.
Correct. So he's the most inspirational person.
Yeah.
הוא הבן אדם שהכי נתן לך השראה לאורך הדרך?
Good. So where would you like to see NLP in the future?
איפה היית רוצה לראות את ה-NLP בעתיד? כאילו אם עכשיו אתה נמצא בנקודה כזו שאתה ברמה ארצית, איפה אתה רואה את עצמך?
אני רוצה לראות את ה-NLP נמצא בכל בית, במודעות כמעט בכל בית, ובכל המגזרים ובכל הגילאים, לרבות מבוגרים, ילדים, נוער. יש לי מרכז ב-NLP שעוסק בהורות ומשפחה, ילדים ונוער. תביא לי את התמונה.
יש מקום.
אבל לא רואים אותה. אני אסתכלי. רואה?
כן, אבל לכל עברית לא תבין.
כן.
אני אסביר לה. What Roni is saying is that his, let's say, vision is that one day NLP will get to every single home in Israel, and even for the small families and the biggest families, all ages, kids, teenagers, parents, grandmothers, grandfathers, for all of them. And this is how he sees the future of NLP. He wants the NLP to get to every single home. And what you can see in the television here, it's the, let's say, business of Roni. This is what he do, and although it's written in Hebrew, I can tell you that it's really focused here about parenting and family, couple teenagers and kids that
טראומות, פוסט-טראומות.
traumatized, post-traumatized here in Israel. You know, we got some issues with these, all of the wars and everything. And this is what he sees. He sees in front of him how he's helping to every single family in Israel and in the South.
That is beautiful. And thank you, Roni, for the work that you are doing in Israel and the inspiration that you are taking forward into that troubled area and challenged times. And the difference that you are making is just inspirational.
היא אומרת שהשינוי שאתה עושה הוא מעורר השראה, ושהיא מאוד מאוד מעריכה את זה, שזה ממש מורה אותך בדרך.
Thank you.
Thank you.
את יכולה גם להגיד לה שמדי יום, ממש כל יום, אני פוגש המון אנשים שחווים שינויים, ואני בעצם המורה דרך שלהם. הם לומדים ממני איך להתנהג, איך להרגיש, איך לחשוב. וזה לחולל שינוי באזור ובאוכלוסייה שזקוקה לשינוי הזה.
Also, he wants to say that he feels everyday satisfaction about his work because he's the teacher of many people, and every day he can see the change in people. He can see how they change through the time that he do this NLP course with them, and he really feels, he sleeps every day with satisfaction about what he's doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for that work. Thank you so much.
Thank you very, very much.